fine with my cap on because my hair is a bit messed up. I didn't know I was getting interviewed.
No, man, you're always good.
So I'm Phinius Sebatsane and I'm missionary. So we've been partnering with CHS, running a microsite with homeless women. So we had about 10 homeless women and we ended up with 7. And our heart was basically to disciple, rehabilitate, and help the ladies, reconcile with their families, but also make sure that they are trained, to either find housing, or to find, work or a job to do. So that's what we've been doing for the past 4 months with the church, is to make sure that we disciple homeless people and also put them at a place where they can become more independent, but independent in terms of living in community, because we realize that they need community around them to continue to grow in the church. So in the past 4 months of being with the ladies, we realized that a lot of them just long for a place of belonging. They long for a place of belonging, they long for a place where they can feel heard and seen. And we just, created an environment where they are loved out of, feeling like they don't matter, and put them at a place where they actually see themselves the way God sees them. Because the minute they start to see their worth, the minute they realize that, there's so much to live for, and they're not created to live on the street, and they do have gifts, they do have potential, and God still has a plan for them. From not knowing their identity to knowing their identity and knowing their purpose, feeling like they belong, they're part of something, and part of community. I think for us that was like a huge thing for us to see. It was a very humbling experience to know that we can't change people. Only God can change people. And also the realization of just knowing that as much as we think that homeless people are broken, we're also broken. So somehow God used them to deal with us, to reveal and expose our selfishness as human beings and our pride. So they became tools that God used to also sharpen us, and realize that we need them as much as we think they need us. And they have awakened something in the church to really realize what the church is all about. It's not about people going to church, it's about the church becoming the church, becoming the hands and the feet of Jesus. So for us, this church has welcomed us as strangers, at first, but the minute we got into the church, they were like, you guys are part of us. So they have welcomed us in ways that and trusted us in ways that we never thought people could trust us. And they saw what God created us for, and they saw, the purpose and the calling of God upon our lives, and they were like, we're going to support you guys. What I love with Church of the Holy Spirit and where they want to move to is they're tired of, come to church. They're more like, how can we disciple you to become the church? Like this church is going to become like a petrol station. You come and fill up and then you go. The church needs to become a community where people feel welcomed, feel safe, feel like they can be vulnerable, where they're not judged and condemned. I mean, this church has worked with homeless people, it has worked with gangsters, it has worked with drug addicts, it has worked with prostitutes, it has worked with every person that you think should not be part of the church. I think what we realized during the lockdown is the power of partnership. I think God created us to co-labor. It's like the body. You're the eye, I'm the ear. Somebody's the mouth. I think we can do so much, and that's what I see with the Life Center, is that it's going to provide opportunities for everybody to play their part. There's going to be different gifts coming in, and everybody's going to work together towards a common goal of being the church, being a city on the hill that people, when they look at and they see hope, and that's what I see with the Life Center, is that it's going to provide a home where people come in and they know who they are, and they know that they have a community that champions them,